Okay, so this video is going to show you how to choose a watermelon for the ripest and juiciest one, and I'm going to take you through a couple of these, okay? So the first thing that you want to find out is you want to find out this white area, okay? You need this on the watermelon. It means that it's ripe when they picked it, okay? Now the other thing is the what they call the belly button, okay, right here. Now you can see that this is a little green right here, right? All right, so if you have a belly button that's a little bit green, it means that it was picked prematurely. All right, now if you come over to this watermelon, you can see this watermelon here has kind of, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but this is nice and white, okay? So this is the kind that you want, and if you flip it up, you can see right here that the belly button is brown, and a brown belly button means that it was picked on time. It's going to be very juicy. And this one's ready to go. The other thing is that when you pound on it or hit it, okay, it almost seems hollow inside. So it looks like this guy here is going home with me. We're going to show you how to cut this up a couple of different ways today. All right, hang in there. We'll be right back. As soon as I get home, we'll get this done. So back home, I'm not going to re-explain the things that you should be looking for, because I did that in the store. So we're going to get right into cutting this up. This is going to be a very short video, probably 6-7 minutes. It's going to be a little one today. Most people probably know how to cut up a watermelon, but I'm going to show you how to cut it up, and obviously, like I explained in the beginning, of how to search and buy a watermelon, which I already did. So the only thing you're going to need is maybe a cutting board with a channel in it in case there's a lot of juice in it, which there probably is going to be, and maybe a tray of some sort for something like this, maybe to serve. Okay, if you're doing that. If not, you know what, you could just take this, put this in some Rubbermaid containers, Tupperware containers, be fine just like that. So I'm going to show you how to do two different cuts on this particular watermelon, okay? This is a seedless watermelon. I usually don't buy seedless watermelons, but that's all they had there. Okay, so let's get going cutting this up. So the first thing that I do is I just basically find the centering point, okay? You don't have to be perfect on this either. A nice sharp knife would be great right here. And make sure your knife is a little bit longer than the watermelon so you can cut all the way through it, okay? All right. Got just a little bit there. There we go. Okay, so beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so one way I'm gonna take one piece of it, I'm gonna put it aside, and this piece here we're gonna place face down. Okay, so we have this this belly button kind of thing right here, okay, which should be brown, like I explained in the beginning. So what we're gonna do is, if this was a little bit more centered, I would cut on either side of it just to make it even. That's basically all it is. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. So this is going to be straight down the center, just like that. Okay, and we're going to keep it together, and then we're just going to go about, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half. We're going to make another cut, and then we're going to do one more cut. Now this is going to obviously depend on the size of your watermelon, right? You know, like if you get a huge watermelon or an oblong watermelon, you know, your cuts are going to be different, but it's the same no matter what. No matter what you do, it's all going to be the same. Okay, so this is great for like parties and stuff too. You know, summertime's here. You know, this is kind of the thing to do. All right, so just like this. This last one's probably a good part of just the rind, but that's okay. All right, so then we're going to take that and we're going to turn it, and we're going to do the same exact thing, no different, on each side of the belly button right here. Okay, we're going to go down, give it a cut. And then we're going to give it one more cut. I kind of skimp on the sides like this because I want my pieces to be, you know, kind of hardy, I guess, right? Okay, so this may fall. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal if it does or it doesn't. Just make your next cut. Yeah, this is really juicy watermelon. That's why it's so important to pick, how to pick them out, right? All right, and then we're going to do one more cut. Just be careful on how you do it. Okay, all right, so there we go. We have our watermelon all cut up. Now, what I like about this is if you have kids, because, you know, kids are running around the yard or whatever, all you got to do now is just separate this just a little bit. You can cock this to the side if you want to, push it one way or another, but what you have now is you have an actual piece of watermelon where the kids can run around the yard and get dirty. It's probably going to wind up in your pool, right? Okay, so that's what this is, just like this. All right, so there's the first cut. That's what I'm doing with this particular cut. All right, we're going to transfer this here now to another cutting board real quick, and we're going to get the other one in here because I'm going to show you how I would display it. Again, once you guys know how I do things by now, if you're a follower, which I hope you are, of course, it'd be a great time to say, you know, subscribe to my channel if you like what I do or what I'm doing. Put a thumbs up and you know, share the video if you think somebody's going to like this. Okay, so onto the second part of this. Okay, so here's our second part. It's just face down. You can do this either way now. You can just take a little bit off and cut this way with it, or you can stand it up. Now, if you stand it up, just be careful because it's a little bit slippery. Okay, so I just take a little bit off the top, just like that. All right. I'm going to set this aside, and then we're just going to carve this just like I, what do I carve like this? Like green peppers. Okay, so we're just going to do this, and this is all we're going to do. I don't know, can you guys see that? I think you can, right? Yeah, you can. Okay, so this is all we're going to do. Get this around. Like this, do this all the way around. All right. I showed you guys how to cut up a pineapple too last year. So if you guys are wondering how to cut up a pineapple, be a great time to go back to my channel and check those or that, I should say. You know, a little bit of skill, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, so here we go. Now we're just shaving off, and don't worry about how pretty this looks right now. It's not a big deal either way. You'll hardly ever hear me say that because I always think that things should look good when you serve food to people. Okay, all right, so let's see if we can get this, get rid of this, make this a little bit easier. I hope everybody is having a good time so far this summer. I kind of am, so I hope everybody's doing well, enjoyed their 4th of July, right? Okay, so now you can do this one or two ways. You can leave it like this, and you can just cut this in thirds, right? It's like, which that's what I'll do. I'll just make this easy. We'll cut it here. Be careful. You should have a very sharp knife for this, believe it or not. Sharp knife's a safe knife. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to checkerboard it, just like we did before. Just like that. Right. Down. These are no big deal. And then we're gonna turn around And we're going to go down the center again. And these are meant to be pretty much bite-sized pieces, right? Now they're not all going to be equal. If you wanted them all equal, you could just very simply square this whole thing off, right? Like anything else you would be cooking, right? All right, so here we go. We're not going to leave it like that. We're just going to show you exactly now what we got, right? See? These are the bite-sized pieces. Simple as that. It's so simple to do this. Oh, nothing like a cold piece of watermelon for your day. All right, I'm going to clean a little bit of this up. We're going to bring the platter in. I'm going to show you how I would serve it. You know, there's hundreds of ways to do it. Doesn't mean this is exactly the right way. This is that you have to do it like this, but I'm going to show you one way, okay? And clean the mess up and right back. Okay, so we got my mess all cleaned up here. We're just going to start kind of plating this up. Now, this is going to come off the top of my head because not every watermelon is cut the same way. All right, so we're going to put one. I got a little marker here on this plate. There's a little from where they manufacture this. So this is what I'm gonna kind of use. Okay, we're gonna just try to just gonna try to make it look good. That's all. And we're gonna take something like that. What do you think this is going to look like, huh? Ooh. Okay. And then we're going to take this piece and put that there, move this in. Believe it or not, there's actually enjoyment in this, right? For some of us. All right, so there we go. This is what we're going to do. And build that up like that. I think that looks really nice. And now we're just going to, no particular order really, we're just gonna place these other chunks, the second half of the cut, right? And make sure you separate them so they're all kind of all over the place. That'll probably look a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to do the same thing to the back, throw some back here, which you guys cannot see. But sticky fingers. Alright. And then, you know, you're going to have leftover. You can put them all on here too. You know, it really doesn't, not a big deal either way. Okay. Let's pack some more in the front here. Just like this. Just like that. And then if you want to turn around and you got this outside, just get a Reynolds you know, container of some sort that's bigger than this. Fill it with ice, or if one of these trays came with a lid, you know, just fill it with ice and put this on it, and that'll stay cold for the party. Okay, so this is it. This is that's all. I got a whole bunch of this this other watermelon here left too, but this will just give you a general idea. I think if you put that on the table, I think that's cute, right? All right, so anyways, this is how, let's see if I can do this boy, without so this is how I would cut up a watermelon a couple of different ways if I was serving this to guests. Okay, so there we go. Watermelon, summertime, just after the 4th of July. Awesome. All right. Okay, guys, if you like the video, put a thumbs up, share it, ring the notification bell. We do stuff like this every week, maybe not fruit and stuff like that, but we do recipes every single week. And subscribe. Click the subscribe button. We really appreciate that. Okay, watermelon for a hot day in the summertime. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.